Good evening. This is John Huey from parkbench.com/Dawsonville and Dahlonega. I'm very fortunate tonight to have the owner of HSC Constructions, Julian Gonzalez. He owns the construction company based in Dawsonville. He's a licensed general contractor, and he has him and his company, they have over 30 years of experience, and they've been established since 1989. Julian and his company are experts in project management, and they specialize in residential, multi-family, commercial, and HOA projects. I must say that they pride themselves on paying great attention to detail, and also they pride themselves on quality craftsmanship. And Julian, what I'm thinking is, if I were to have you come to my house, I have a 1970s lake house. And Julian, with that type of a house that was built in the 1970s, there was a lot of rooms, a lot of doors, and that's the style of the homes in the 70s. And if I wanted to create a sanctuary for my wife and I wanted to open up the house, for example, if I were to walk into the front door and through the front door and come upon the kitchen, I would love to be able to open up my kitchen, open up some walls, some doorways, and maybe have a granite kitchen countertop in the middle of the room. Would you tell me how you would create this sanctuary for my family?
So nowadays, with the way construction and the way people develop their homes, everyone's going with a new modern look.
Right.
So everything wants to be open, white cabinets, granite countertops. A lot of people are going with marble and quartz, which can be more expensive or more valuable in the real estate aspect when you're trying to sell your home. Now, when you're talking about opening walls and developing your kitchen to be bigger and more open, best way to do that is get large counter space. So people don't really think about their island and their bar being a big space, but if you take out the bar and you make the island all one level, you make a ton of counter space, which will actually open your floor plan into your living room where people can come and sit, still see a TV, and it's all one level. When you're opening houses, as long as it's on a low-bearing wall, anything is possible. We can open it up to 8 feet, 10 feet. We put the beams and your house is safe and secure. We fix it up, patch it up, and no one would ever notice it was closed compared to open.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That would really create a lovely environment and ambiance for my wife and I. And Julian, would you also design the kitchen, the granite kitchen countertop? I know it's going to be large, and that's what we want, that's what you can do. Would you also be able to design the shape the way we'd like it as well?
So the way we would do our countertops is we take everyone through the same process. We, one, ask them what they would like to use. If they would like to use granite, marble, quartz, anything like that. Granite's usually going to cost a little bit less than the rest of them, but they're all equally just as good. So the first step we do is we grab the customer and we like to take them to a warehouse. The warehouse that we have will have over about $4.3 to $4.5 million worth of rock. From there, you can pick anything from $18 a square foot all the way up to $250 a square foot. They have anything you can ever think about, any color. If you found it in a magazine, they have it there. What we do from there is once you find your rock, we tell you to go through all the rocks. Every rock is different, even though it comes from the same mountain. When they cut them in pieces, the back one might be a lighter color than the front one. So what we do is we go through everything with you while we're there, and then once you find one that you like, we take it and we take a photo of it and show you what it would look like after we cut it, before we cut it. From there, if you do not like the way it looks, or you say, I want this mark over here on the other side, we rearrange the cuts, and then we officially cut it, and then we bring it to your house and install it. Seal it, and then we always recommend for customers to reseal your countertops about every 6 months, but also right after we finish installing, to remove any kind of dust particles or anything that could be laying around after we leave a house.
Oh, that's wonderful, Julian. So that means that if I can go to a place and pick my granite kitchen countertop, I can actually pick the color that I like and the color my wife would like.
Yes.
And in this case, we really like the light white color with some lines in it.
Yes.
So we can actually pick the color, the exact color of the granite that we like.
You can pick exactly what you like. For instance, some people walk in and they say, I like the color Thunder White or Riverstone or any of those colors. We can get all those colors plus more. So let's say you like the way marble looks, but you can't afford the way marble costs. It's okay. We can always find a granite that isn't marble, but at least resembles marble in a way. It might have a little bit of cranberry dots, it might have little brown dots, but we can always find a color similar or the exact color that you like.
Well,
That's not a problem.
Well, that's fantastic. So after we design this granite kitchen countertop, it'd be a lovely large kitchen countertop.
Yep.
And it would really inspire us to spend a lot of time cooking because we'd have this open space in our kitchen, and that would really make a difference for us. And let me also ask you, Julian, do you do we're thinking of maybe doing some hardwood floors throughout the whole kitchen and the ground floor, that extends right to the living room and dining room. Do you do hardwood floors, or do you have subcontractors that do that?
So if you have an old wood floor, we can always sand them down, restain them to any color you like. We can even color match colors, and then we poly it. And usually a lot of people think, oh, it's going to take 2 weeks. No. We'll move your furniture, get all your furniture out of the way. You might have to leave your house for 2 days. By the 3rd or 4th day, we'll be done with your house and you can come back and we'll move all the furniture back. And that's all included in our price. Now, when you're talking about kids and dogs, if you have kids, you might want to go with more of a waterproof flooring or scratch-resistant flooring, and vinyl's getting really popular right now. Vinyl's 100% waterproof. It's very, very modern now. They have every color you can think of. It's cheaper than installing hardwood floors because it requires less work and less material. Engineer wood would be your best compared to laminate. I don't recommend laminate. People install laminate, it's fine. But if you do go with a laminate, always take in consideration that you want to buy a thicker laminate, like a 0.13 rather than a 0.06 or anything like that. Stay away from all those. Those are just kind of gimmies to buy the cheap wood floors. They won't last long. So we always try to recommend people to give them the best quality for the cheapest price. And that's what we try to do as a company.
Well, that's fantastic. It sounds as if you give great value for their investment. Now, if I were to go upstairs to my master bedroom and bathroom, and we wanted to design a new bathroom with tiling, light tiles, and glass enclosure shower, do you do that, or do you subcontract that work out? Because that would add to my upper floor as we build our sanctuary.
Yes. So master bathrooms are very popular right now. It increases your real estate value to a huge amount. It's just like a kitchen. You spend most of your time either in the kitchen or you spend it in your master bathroom. The master bathroom, we do all the tiling ourselves. Like I said, the only thing we would subcontract is our frameless showers. So if you want a frameless shower, which pretty much means you don't want the ugly tracks or the tacky thickness of the glass, we do frameless, but we do subcontract it out.
Right.
And
So it'd be all glass then.
it would all be glass.
Right.
There won't be any fixtures or anything like that. There'll just be 2 little tiny things in the top corners, and that's it, and a handle for you to be able to get in and out. And we can make glasses as big as however big you want. We can even do mirrors. If you have let's say you want to make a whole wall in your house a mirror, we can do that.
Oh,
We
wonderful.
can make custom mirrors, custom glasses, and all that. But yeah, anything with showers or bathrooms, we go with the customer, we help them pick out what they want, we help them figure out what tile is modern, Because a lot of people nowadays, they don't know what they actually want is in style. I follow the same rules my dad did when he first started this company, and he's been doing this for forever, ever since he's been here.
30 years.
Yeah.
Since
I mean, my dad's
1989.
Yeah, my dad's 64, and he's been doing it since he was like 28.
Wow.
And so when I took over 7 years ago, I wanted to keep the same mentality of making everybody feel comfortable with us and make sure they respect us and also trust us, the most important thing.
Right. And lastly, in this beautiful bathroom of ours, you could also put a granite countertop
Yes.
in the bathroom countertop as well, right?
Yes.
And design it the way we like it.
Yes, sir. And so what nowadays, why people go with granite and why people actually renew their countertops is that way you can get a sink that sits underneath your counters.
Right.
Rather that sits on top and water gets stuck in or dirt gets stuck on the sides. Having the granite on top of your sink just allows you to push everything in. Lets all the water flow in, and you can take a circle, square, deep, stainless, any type of sink we can find you, even farm sinks, and we find the cabinetry to match it as well. All our cabinets would have slow closing hinges, slow closing drawers, and obviously the best hardware that we could get you.
Fantastic. And I know my wife is very much into shiplap.
Yes.
You'd be able to design our master bedroom with shiplap on the ceiling and on the walls as well. You work with shiplap?
We do work with shiplap. Shiplap became very popular after Home Garden TV.
That's right.
Introduced it into
I think
the world.
that's where she got the. No, maybe not. I wouldn't.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but
Chip
she-
and Joanna
yeah.
is a very good reference to shiplap. They use it in almost every project they do. Nowadays, shiplap is super white, which is usually what people paint it. You can paint it any color. But yeah, that's very popular nowadays in the modern age.
Wonderful. And lastly, if I wanted you to do stain our back deck and maybe fix it up a bit and put some lights around the banisters so that we can enjoy the view of the lake, do you do staining and also lighting of the back decks?
We do. Every deck is different depending on how old your deck is. Some decks just need to be pressure washed, stripped, and stained, and it's done. But some decks need repairs. The wood, the banisters, the spindles, the stairs, the posts, everything needs to be changed. We do that as well. And we can extend decks, make them smaller, build new ones. A lot of people don't even have a deck that they like. We can always add a new one to the structure. Also, we do staining, painting, exterior, interior, trim, anything except for we don't do pools and roofing.
Okay.
That's it.
Well,
Properties.
right.
So sometimes, if let's say you have a leak in your house at 2 in the morning, you can give us a call, and there usually is someone on call that would take the call, and we can help you with your problems. But you can call us at 678-451-3862.
Wonderful. And your email address?
Would be hsspablo@yahoo.com.
Wonderful. And your website that you've inspired us to think about bringing you on board to do our home projects and to create the sanctuary that we all dream about.
Yes, sir. We're always here to help anyone with any of their dreams. Making your house is where you live, you spend time with your family, and all your memories happen. So having something that you enjoy is the most important thing about life. If not, why are you there?
Right. Sounds like your company really takes pride in the quality of work and the workmanship. So we look forward to working with you. And thank you for your time and
I appreciate it.
And to share what you and your company can do for us.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much.
Right. And just to let you know, we'll be signing off. This is one of the restaurant projects that Julian created and did their renovation projects on with this particular restaurant. And we want to just say thanks for everyone for joining us on parkbench.com/Dawsonville. And we look forward to seeing you on the next
Thank you.
interview. Have a great night.